These are business aviation leaders from all over the country, and they've come here to San Antonio with one purpose in mind: to make their business aviation groups better, more effective in every possible way. I'm Pete Combs, and this is the NBAA Regional Leadership Roundtable. They come from places like Seattle, Chicago, and St. Louis, each with questions for the others.
Recently, we've had some things come up that looks like we need to have better legal representation.
My goal today is to get ideas. I've already made a few notes. And also our next goal is to establish better relationships with the state legislature.
My goal is to figure out how to have a better relationship with our local legislators and to work with FAA. Being north of Chicago, we always have airspace issues with Chicago, and our operators going through their space, coming home from, in and out of Wisconsin.
Ed Vesley is from Houston. He's here for advice on how to start a new business aviation association.
Houston's the fourth largest city in the United States, and we have three major corporate aviation airports, and we have other ancillary feeding airports in the area. And we do not have an aviation advocacy group.
Marge Rose is co-founder of the North Texas Business Aviation Association, which was formed 7 years ago, and that's one reason why she's here.
One of the goals I'm always looking for is ways to save time. We're all volunteers here. We all have real jobs, I think, and so any kind of shortcuts, any ways of saving all of our volunteers' time would be very helpful for us. So we're looking for any kind of tools, best practices, things like that we can take back and utilize.
Marge's co-founder, Jackie Walker, is also on a quest.
I think my biggest challenge and the goals that I would like to try to get some feedback on is how to increase that involvement and how to get people to want to be on committees so that we can groom them to be leaders in our organization so that we can then step on and move along and become members and enjoy the efforts that we put forth.
The answers come in both breakout sessions and in general discussions like this one. Take Jackie's question about succession planning, for instance. David Small has had some experience with grooming new board members in his work as president of the Georgia Business Aviation Association.
You understand that when someone volunteers for a board, that there's going to be two purposes. One, they're volunteering for a reason, either to learn or something like that, and to network, whether it's a vendor or it's someone that needs a job. So you got to play that balance, letting them find the people they can talk to for a possible job. Vendors, they're seeking new clients. However, they're offering you either money or industry expertise. So you're trying to balance that.
One thing that we're going to be doing, and I've talked to some other groups and they've had successes with it, is reaching out to some of the younger people within the organization that may not have developed themselves within a company or within the organization and are looking for some way to get in front of a lot of people at once, or looking to get their foot in the door in the aviation community. And I feel like, for example, we have a younger guy that's now vice president of our organization. I think he's 25 or 26 years old. And he's got the energy and the time and the effort to put forward to become a part of the board and to play a greater role in the board.
Both Marge and Jackie say they heard what they came to hear from the leaders of aviation groups just like their own.
I learned that a lot of people are struggling with some of the same issues that we are, especially in the succession area. I think we do have to be open to different ideas and probably be more proactive at mentoring some people into our replacements. I assumed with our bylaws, because the vice president was supposed to assume the president role, it hasn't happened in 7 years, but so probably need to take a different tactic. But I did hear that from other people. So I think we all have challenges, but I did learn that there are ways to approach that.
I learned that you can actually be a little bit more flexible in the way that you're looking at things. Maybe look outside of who it is you're looking to bring into it. Don't necessarily look for the people who are good at planning events and such that you're already aware of, but look to other people who might have that interest, but it may not be their core function, and they want to grow that interest. I learned that you can just really diversify and move forward, and maybe look to some college students who might have a newer way of thinking. Just really tap into our existing membership and really listen to what they have to say to see what else they can bring to the table.
Ed found his answers in a powerful breakout session where he not only got to speak one-on-one with Don Hitch, the former treasurer of the Pacific Northwest Business Aviation Association, but with NBAA regional reps Stacy Howard and Dean Saucier.
People view business aviation groups as primarily pilots.
Of course.
So you got to get over that stigmatism, and that's why I think this idea of technicians,
aviation maintenance,
definitely go with the schedulers and dispatchers. If you want somebody with passion, that's where you're going to get them.
Frankly, it's invaluable from the respect that a lot of these people that I've met here today have already done this. So they with their help and NBAA's help, I've been able to develop some creative ideas and maybe learn from some of their mistakes as well, and pick up some of the good points and hopefully avoid the bad.
That's the whole concept behind the local and regional leadership roundtable, sharing experience and learning from each other's mistakes as well as their successes.
We feel this is an opportunity to once again bring the leaders from the different local and regional groups throughout the United States to meet each other, talk to each other, share ideas, and bring a network together a little bit closer.
For NBAA, it helps us become what we want to be, which is helping our member companies become more efficient and more effective in how they operate their aircraft and how they operate their businesses in business aviation. So all of these folks are those businesses. While they are part of regional groups, they are the businesses that make up the member companies of NBAA.
To learn more, check out this publication from NBAA, Guidelines for Regional Business Aviation Groups. You can also go to the regional section of the NBAA website, where you'll find an exhaustive list of resources for local and regional groups. Sharing valuable experience, finding important solutions to challenges that face all regional groups, discovering how to become more effective in reaching out to lawmakers, the public, and others within the business aviation community. All that makes the local and regional leadership roundtable absolutely indispensable to business aviation interests like yours. If you'd like more information on how to join or start a regional or local business aviation association, call your nearest NBAA regional representative. I'm Pete Combs at the NBAA Regional Leadership Roundtable in San Antonio. Thanks for watching.